Okay, big day today. Past the concrete piers when I just ran to town to take one boy to basketball camp. So they've already been lifted off the truck and set in the hole. Let's see what's happening. So they're just backfilling the holes where they put the stone down for the piers. Piers are set in. Get that in, and the tank is supposed to be here in like 90 minutes or something. So looks like the crane's got the straps on it. Lift the tank up, set it down. And these guys are finalizing stuff. At noon, we are getting the concrete for that first 42-foot bin. There's the bottom of one pier there. So didn't get to see them set it in because they had to run to town. Coming back in, just picked up a load of fertilizer with the tanker. Didn't miss the LP tank getting set. Looks like he's not here yet, so it's not quite 11. Should be able to see that happen. Tank has arrived. It's gonna have to, it'll get a bath and a paint job once it's all installed, but get that on site and get it set. Go from there. Sacrifice a few soybeans for this project. No big deal though. So there we got a flying 18,000 gallon propane tank. You just swing it over the gas guy's truck there, off of the tan colored truck there. That's where the tank came from. Swinging it over the other truck. And they're going to spin it around, so the side that's facing away from the crane, that's going to be on the pier. You can see there right underneath it. So they gotta swing it around. He's actually going to swing it right in front of the cab and the crane here in a little bit. So there, now they're pulling it around. See the guy at the bottom on a little valve on the end. He's just got a little nylon rope, I think. So he's kind of help guiding it around, and the crane is maneuvering it. So they'll get it spun around here, keep spinning it, and then they will set it down. Taking measurements, getting it centered on the piers, ready to drop it down in place. So now they've got to roll it so it's upright, so you can see that piece on top on the far end. It needs to be straight up and down, and they did that, got that right by, there's a piece of pipe sticking out the bottom. They put a magnetic level on it, so it's straight up and down too, and so that matches the top. So the crane guy just a few times gets a little slack in his straps there, and then gets another bite with them, and then just kind of gently rolled it till it was upright. I assume it wasn't upright on the truck. It came in kind of sideways because I imagine for height reasons with the stuff there on top, it's got to be tilted to the side a little bit, but they're getting it straightened up right there. Now that's rolled over center, pick it up, and there's some material that goes between the piers and the tank. Do this end first, and then do the other end. They got a level on the pipe down there, and that's how they know they got it rotated where they want it. Set it back down on that piece. Tank was just after 11, so tank just got done getting set. Put the drone away. Concrete is supposed to be here at noon. It's 10 till, so everything's on schedule today. First of the 42-foot bins getting poured now. Here's the guys that set the tanks. They gave us 2 of these metal signs that go back a couple generations to the original design for them when they originally had them made. So got a couple of these. I'll probably find a place to hang them. That's kind of cool. So made it back to the tractor mid-afternoon, working on side dress, same field I was at yesterday. Propane tank deal is kind of all wrapped up for now. Tank is set and everything. We're gonna let, and that's their plan too, or their preference, propane guys gonna let the bin project progress a little more before we start putting all the plumbing on the tank and go underground to feed the dryer and all that stuff. Kind of get everything solidified on the bin side, foundations in place at least, and stuff like that. And coordinate with electrician and all those things. And so the tank's done. The guys are smoothing out the pad on the concrete. I'll check on that when I go back to the shop before I go home tonight. But for now, side dressing some more corn. Run maybe another 100 acres and get that tanker empty and be good for the day and see what developed at the shop while I was gone. Small issue we have out in this field. See how there's a lot of green that's not corn between the rows? That's actually hairy vetch cover crop. That's a nitrogen fixing cover crop that's good ahead of corn. First year we've grown it, but a lot of it's not dead. Some of it's dead. There's, you can see brown places over there. That vetch is dead. There's some vetch dead here. Some of that's grass. That's brown ryegrass cover crop. But there's just a lot that isn't dead. We didn't put enough Roundup in the mix, but we had several chemicals, burned down residual mix. You would think it would have got it all, but we don't have much experience with it. Our applicator doesn't either, but we do have some respray dollars built in. Just a little bit of a learning curve. It's not hurting anything right now, but it is kind of viney, so I think it could like crawl up and smother the corn crop where it's thick in places, so we will want to get it taken care of. So that's something I'll address next week. It's really hot, like 90s the rest of this week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday here. It'll be back like 70 next week, so we'll spray when it's not so hot. Crop's already maybe a little stressed from dry conditions, so we won't spray on it if we don't have to right away. So that's where we sit on this. I'm just going to keep rolling. Speaking of cover crop, this next field, which is ours, is cereal rye cover crop with soybeans. This was sprayed a little bit ago, last week. You can see it's turning all brown and dead and kind of melting down. That'll form a mat that keeps weeds down, and I'm starting to be able to row the beans through the cover crop. Couldn't see it a couple days ago. And I finished that field, headed back to home base for the night, check up on the construction. Some kind of shenanigans going on here.
You got some in your mouth. You fell on the bridge.
I would about guess there was already some in it.
Yeah.
You never know. The kid running all over that sand pile in 20 years might be the farmer filling the bin. Yeah, I saw the bridge. Might be the farmer filling the bin that's going to get built there this summer. So there's the new pad curing. Probably take the form off tomorrow and reuse that form to build another one just like it over here. Keep climbing. There's the tank. All set up. Nothing more to do with it until we get some more of this bin stuff done and in place. And then we'll do some of the plumbing and stuff on the tank. Uncle Jamie built you a sand bridge? Yeah, you like it? Yeah.